we are failing as a society. If we can't protect these little children that don't have anybody accountable for them, we are failing as a society. काफी महीनों तक the script kept haunting me because मैंने कहा मैं कैसे मना कर सकती हूँ, मेरे में guilt था. I stand for is genuinely a world of equality and that can't come alone when in my ecosystem only I'm like सिर्फ मैं king हूँ और आप सब नहीं. वो नहीं हो सकता. तो मैं भी झूठी हूँ, मेरी फिल्में भी झूठी हैं, जो मैं करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ वो भी झूठा है.
Hi guys, welcome to Fever FM's The Superwomania Show. और अभी मैं जिनके साथ बैठी हूँ, she's somebody who loves to shock us. Because आप इनको एक फिल्म में देखोगे and you will think of her in a certain way, and then she'll do something that completely shocks you and pushes her out of her comfort zone. With me today is Bhumi Pednekar. Bhumi, what is your comfort zone?
I myself don't know. Bhumi's comfort zone is me. I think we've spoken about it many times. That मुझे तो तैयार होना, glamour, ये सब fashion, I love it. But when I'm in front of the camera, barefaced, with nothing to kind of give me those layers to hide behind, I think that's the most comfortable thing.
I was just telling her this, that very sweetly on her Instagram handle, she does, I learned this trick from my makeup person. This is my get ready with me video. And you have to see Bhakshak to understand what is the other extreme. And it's not the first time we've seen you do such a hard-hitting sort of role, but what a change from your last release, I want to say. So that's why I think we were even more surprised. First question, and I know it might be a little no-brainer, but what got you to say yes to Bhakshak?
I've had a bit of a journey with the script. ये ना मुझे लॉकडाउन में नरेट की गई थी.
Okay.
और तब ना for whatever reason हमारा कोलैबोरेशन हुआ नहीं. और काफ़ी महीनों तक the script kept haunting me because मैंने कहा मैं कैसे मना कर सकती हूँ. मेरे में guilt था और I've never had guilt after saying no to a film. I had a lot of guilt and I would get very anxious and I was like, why am I feeling like this? I said, if I'm feeling like this after reading a script, I said, I'm meant to do it. If I can't use my voice for a film like Bhakshak, if I can't reach out to a beautiful audience that I've created over years for such an important film, मैंने कहा फिर क्या फ़ायदा, बाकी सब आएगा यार स्तुति. है ना, ये कहानियाँ बहुत कम आती हैं.
What was the toughest thing about you? I know when you're shooting a film, you're on set, you look at it, you approach it very differently. But जैसे आप बोलते हो कुछ चीज़ें रह जाती हैं ना, कुछ चीज़ें hit you in a way that you don't expect them to do. What was that with this film?
You know, it is towards the end of the film, you know, when the kids are rescued. That day was a very tough day for me because basically this girl, you know, who's gone on this journey of heroism, she doesn't know she's a hero. She's not even realized she's done anything heroic. She's done something human. You know, she's done something very basic that when there's somebody who needs your help, you need to do it. She's done something for her profession, which is journalism. She's seen the reality of these kids. And for me, that was a very tough day because जितना भी research मेरे director ने किया था, film is obviously, it makes you uncomfortable. That's the purpose of the film. So, you know, we've seen little girls, जिनके चेहरे रैप करके ना बहुत देख चुके हैं न्यूज़ में, है ना? I was seeing that same visual, and because I'd done so much research, I'd read so much about what had happened to these little girls, and it still happened. See, this is inspired from many events that we've come across, that there were days जब मैं वो research material पढ़ती थी, मैं नहीं पढ़ पाती थी. It really moved me in a very deep manner because हम बच्चों की बात कर रहे हैं यार. इससे नीचे कोई समाज कहाँ गिरेगा, इससे नीचे तो नहीं गिर सकता है ना. So I think that scene was a tough.
Everything that this film is trying to say, and you're literally playing a crusader in a way. Just आपने बोला कि it's not just work, it's not just about grabbing the headlines. It stays with you after it's over, and I think that is that tells you how powerful the story is because it doesn't give you the comfort of feeling like the world is fine.
We are failing as a society. If we can't protect these little children that don't have anybody accountable for them, we are failing as society because we are accountable for them, and it is not specific to these children. In general यार रोड पे मतलब एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है किसी कुत्ते का भी, हम मतलब ये नहीं देखते हैं उसके ऊपर से गाड़ियाँ जाती है. एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, लोग बाहर जाके वीडियोस लेते हैं, ये नहीं कि आप जाके पुलिस या एम्बुलेंस को बुलाओ. That's where we are leading. आपके बगल वाले घर से आपको चीखने और चिल्लाने की आवाज़ आती है, you're like उनका बछड़ा है, मैं क्यों करूँ? And especially in a culture like India, where we celebrate the togetherness and unity so much. That's what India is. है ना, कि मेरे बगल वाले घर में क्या हो रहा है मुझे सब पता है, और वो मेरा भी पछड़ा है, वो कहीं जा रहा है. तो ये फिल्म वो इन्वोक करने की कोशिश करी. And that's why it's such an important. Every film is important, right? We always sit in a promotion. We're like, this is an important film for me. But this film should be an important film for everyone. And that's why we want this to be championed. We want this film to be watched. And it's just not about the messaging. It's a well-made film. I think I can.
You can
say that.
You can say that.
You know, without sounding completely delulu. It is a well-made film.
That's beautifully put, Bhumi. In the film, you're talking about justice. और हम real life Bhumi की बात करें, just ease. It's a force fit, but I'll tell you why, which way I'm headed. The ease with which you get into roles and then slip out. You've done these ultra uber glamorous roles. Then you do something which you truly believe in, and when you speak about it, one understands that. So ये easy है, Bhumi, to keep challenging yourself and others by choosing such different roles.
यार मेरे लिए थोड़ा इजी है, बिकॉज दिस इज वेयर आई थ्राइव. जो आपने मेरी पिछली 2 फिल्में देखी, अब इस साल जो भी आपने मेरा देखा, मैं बधाई दूँ, मैं थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग की लड़की हूँ, मैं भक्षक की लड़की हूँ, मैं सोन चिड़िया की लड़की हूँ, मैं सांड की आपकी दादी हूँ. दैट्स मी. मैं पति पत्नी और वो की भी लड़की हूँ. Where I need meat, I need to be challenged, I need to be pushed out of my comfort zone. When I did a Pati Patni or when I did a Thank You for Coming, I came from a series of non-glamorous. I'm simplifying it. So I was in my comfort zone of that. Thank You for Coming really took me out of my comfort zone, and I was like, oh, now I have to really care about another layer, which is how I'm looking as well. That also comes with a lot of pressure. You know, and the film had like underlying important themes. Then I come to a Bhakshak where I started enjoying that world so much that again I've kind of come into a zone where I've challenged my comfort zone. I think मैं हुई उस किस्म की actor. I'm a shapeshifter. मुझे मजा आता है.
So talk me through that first day when you sat in front of your makeup mirror for this film after Thank You for Coming. What did you tell yourself? Did you have a good laugh? See, now, we have to do work in inverse. Like, I have to actually not care about.
Actually, it was the other way around. Okay. I finished Bhakshak. I straight went into Thank You for Coming. And for Bhakshak, there was a certain physicality, So I went through a slight physical transformation. Once you see the film, you understand it. Anyways, and then I had to jump into Thank You for Coming, where the world was so different. Like, I literally had 5 clothes. 5 kurte the. 2 स्वेटर था, 1 शॉल था, 3 चूड़ीदार थी. अब इसमें हम रोज बोलते थे वो बोलते थे अच्छा आज ये कॉम्बिनेशन पहन लेते, नहीं वो अभी तक सूखा नहीं है, लॉन्ड्री नहीं होते थे कपड़े, लिटरली धोए जाते थे. कुछ यूजुअली ऑन अदर फिल्म्स या लॉन्ड्री है, मेकअप 10 मिनट में हो जाता था. कुछ ऐसा था नहीं, कुछ कर नहीं रहे थे. मतलब अगर पिंपल आ गया और कंटिन्यूटी की वजह से उसे छुपाना पड़ रहा है, क्योंकि आप एक ऑर्डर में नहीं करते ना फिल्म शूट, तो हमने उसे छुपाया. मैं खुद बाल बांध रही हूँ, जो चाहिए खा रही हूँ. देयर वाज नो मतलब कुछ. दैट वाज द ब्यूटी ऑफ इट, एंड आई हैव डन दिस आफ्टर सो लॉन्ग. मुझे इतना मज़ा आया उस दुनिया में रहकर. ऐसे बढ़िया एक्टर्स के साथ काम करके, संजय मिश्रा, आदित्य श्रीवास्तव, जबकि आदित्य सर के साथ मेरे साथ ज़्यादा सीन्स है नहीं, बट कई बार हम सेम लोकेशंस में शूट करते थे, तो हमारी बातचीत ऑन रसाई. She's so wonderful. She's come with such grace, and she's done this role with such effect and such grace. And I'm like so grateful for such a phenomenal cast to just come together.
That I love what you said. And every time I've had a chance to interview you, Bhumi, you come across as a girl's girl. Ye bolna, this grace that you showed about a fellow actor. You spoke about, your previous films where you would promote it with everybody else and share the limelight with everyone else. Where does that confidence and that being secure in your space come from? Are there days when you get a little rattled with what's happening around collections, competition? What is Bhumi? How does Bhumi choose the right?
I'm not Zen. I'm human. I have my insecurities. I have my bad days. But what gives me extreme peace is when I move past that moment. Is that see मैं कहाँ से आई हूँ यार, मेरी जर्नी देखो, है ना? तो कुछ तो प्लान होगा, जिसका भी प्लान है. And my security also comes from the fact that I've grown up in an environment where it's a house led by women.
Yeah.
Where I've grown up. And also what I stand for is genuinely a world of equality, and that can't come alone when in my ecosystem only I'm like सिर्फ मैं king हूँ और आप सब ना हो. वो नहीं हो सकता. तो मैं भी झूठी हूँ, मेरी फिल्में भी झूठी हैं, जो मैं करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ वो भी झूठा है.
Yeah.
तो मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि यार इकोसिस्टम, मैंने तब भी ये कहा था, मैंने कहा आई एम नॉट शेयरिंग लाइमलाइट विद दीज गर्ल्स आर ग्रेशियस इनफ टू बी हियर विद मी ऑन अ स्टेज टू मेक श्योर दैट माय फिल्म लुक्स big and entertaining. So, I have a lot of gratitude for them. They are the ones that have a big heart because हो तो फायदा किसका होगा maximum.
Right.
तो मैं तो इनको जितना कितना लाइमलाइट दो वो कम है यार. So look at their greatness in this. All of them, they all are success stories. Stutee. They all inspire women.
Absolutely.
So for me, there can't be like, I was like, how? I was like, I'm just, anyways.
No, but that is so cool. Thank you so much for being you. और तभी जब आप अपने film की बात करते हैं, and something that is as socially relevant as Bhakshak, it comes across from a place of truth. And I've seen it and want everybody else to watch it. So thank you so much for this.
Thank you, Stutee. It's always such fun talking to you.
Fever FM, happening